Hey, Allison.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good.
It's Rebecca.
I heard ya. I knew it.
I didn't know if you could tell. I can't tell people's voices very well.
Oh yeah.
No.
I can hear ya. Just
I
hanging
really appreciate that you're doing this for us. I really look forward to it.
Oh, well, I appreciate that y'all are my faithful standing students.
Same here, Allison. This is like the highlight of my day. I appreciate it so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm glad. I love it too. It at least keeps me without letting my mind skip to where it could go, right?
Yeah.
I know. Hopefully we'll withstand the storm.
Indeed.
We'll see. Keeps going. Doesn't look like there's any time soon. I'll just be happy if we can get a stimuli. You know, we still can't get the grants or the PP loans.
Really?
That money. No, none of that's been distributed.
That stinks.
That's horrible.
The grant, they don't even contact you back. So that's a farce. That's a big, you don't even get confirmed emails from them. And then the PPPs, I heard today they've capped out of money today. So I don't know what's happening with that. I know. It's kind of, at this point you have to laugh. I mean, because it's so overwhelming.
Oh, I know.
But it'll be all right. We're gonna hang in there. We've been here the longest, so we've done worse storms. All right. Well, good. I think we're ready. Okay, so what am I listening to? I'm doing on my playlist Wahi Guru. So if you go to my playlist, it's WAHE Wahi Guru. GURU. That's on my Spotify playlist. That's what I chose today. It's got some good Krishna and other good people. All right, I'm gonna get mine started at the top with y'all. Okay, this is the highlight. This is everything. We have this beautiful piece of the nugget of the day. So let's do our rituals. Coming up, tops of our mats. Choosing that spacing, even though we've done it 1,000 times, it's how the body and the mind connect faster to arrive into the space it's been trained to arrive to. You slide the outside edges of the feet to the sides of the mat. And the mind remembers this training. It becomes eager to fall in at even a faster pace. And we just close our eyes. And that's setting our tone, our vibration, before we even enter the temple space. We check in with the presence that we contain within thyself. And we choose to surrender some of the tensions. We choose to surrender part of the mind. Choose to surrender part of our feelings. And we choose to surrender part of our thoughts. As we begin to build the integrity of our spine, we take the shoulders up towards the ears, cycling backwards and down. We take the center of our chest and tilt it back down. You'll feel the ribs stacking over the pelvis. We travel into the mudras. First is called Kachari mudra. That's where we take the tongue and lift it to the roof of our mouth very gently. just soften. And then Shambhavi Mudra with the eyes. We look slightly up. A little bit backward. As we begin to layer the pranayama, we take a long inhale into the body. And we release the exhale. We keep that breath slow and steady. There's a crucial ingredient that is required inside of the practice. And that is our willingness to surrender. Our willingness to let go of the grasp of our worries. Our willingness to let go of the tensions we hold in the body. Our willingness to let go of the thoughts that we repeat and entertain. And once we start to surrender, soften. Stand with hope and faith. But all we must remember is our willingness to surrender. Letting our hands travel into that prayer space. Even if it's for just this hour. Even if it's for just this breath. Have a willingness to surrender what you've been tangled with. A willingness to let go from the grasp, from the tightness, from the tension. As you surrender, you'll find that you just rest and pray. Let's begin to inhale the arms up to all heights. And exhale down to earth. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, deep fold. And inhale, half lift. And then exhale, fold. Start to roll your shoulders, shake your head. And just surrender what you've been tangling the mind with. Just have the willingness to surrender it all in the pool of breath. Now let's warm up the axle rotation, moving over to the right side. Left hand feels a little bit away from the body. The head just falls back into space. Have a willingness to surrender all your efforts, even if it's just for right now. To surrender in divine's presence is to release, to soften, as we gently let ourselves carousel to the other side. Get that little half lift. A gentle fold. And we remind the body, surrender. Then transferring back into the center, let's reestablish the integrity of the spine. With a little halfway lifting. And a beautiful exhale, deep folding. See if you can surrender your neck and your head, your shoulders. See if you can surrender into a long, soft, programmed breath. As we gently let the body step back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward. Just pad your feet into that routine, that ritual. The mind will remember. Open up the fingers in that programmed ritual. The mind will remember. Letting the head be cradled between the elbows. Roll your navel inside, release the shoulder. Just close your eyes. Focus in. I surrender. I will not push as hard anymore. I'll surrender the efforts through my thoughts. I'll even surrender my tensions. Now we're going to go to crouching tiger. That means to just bend the knees and let them hover right off the edge of the earth. See if you can get the shoulders to peel back a little bit more. Now see if you can pull your navel deeper inside. As it rolls inside, then give yourself a release of some breaths. Feeling that core activate. Now we're going to drop the knees straight down. We're going to let the belly dip. Warming up that curvature in the low spine, closing our eyes. Remind the mind. A crucial ingredient of my practice. I will surrender. I will surrender the mind in the practice. I will surrender my tensions in the practice. I will surrender my need for control. I will surrender my worries and my fears. I will surrender for the softness to appear. Now let's slide our hands back to our thighs. And let's give ourselves that lean back to the front hip flexors, rolling the shoulders like ribbons off the spools. And then let's tilt back. Brahmasana, simple tabletop. We're going to just let the right leg go out nice and long. And then practice dropping that hip so it's square with the left. And then pulling that navel back inside, noticing that we got length in our arms, execution in the core. Just keep it simple. Now that leg that's out long and straight, begin to bend the knee. And then bring the leg back out straight. Just move nice and slow. It's a nice pace. Bending the knee, bringing the foot back towards the thigh. Letting it go back nice and straight again. Let's try that one more time, bending it towards the thigh. Now keeping the knee bent, see if you can bring it underneath the body. And then just place your forehead onto the knee, making that arch spine. And then setting the knee back into that Brahmasana, that tabletop, centering yourself again. Let your belly dip back down, gaze comes down. Close your eyes. Practice the sensation of surrender. So softness becomes possible. Good. Walking the hands back to the tip of the mat, tucking and preparing the toes, taking it back up to downward. Back to what's called crouching tiger, knees just hover, softness in the shoulders. See if you can take your navel, nestle it deep and inside, and then release out breath. And let the knees fall back down. Slide the hands back towards your thighs. Give yourself a lean back. Roll the left and the right shoulders out. Beautiful. Tilting back to Brahmasana, tabletop. Finding yourself center. Take your left leg, extend it out. Now begin to roll that left hip down till it becomes in line to your right. As you roll your navel inside, you'll find length in the arms. We just let ourselves take a stable moment in time. Now slowly begin to bend the knee at the long straight leg, coming back towards the thigh. And let it extend back out. And then bringing the foot back to the thigh line again. And back out. And bring it one more time to your thigh line. And then bringing it back out. Now this time bring the knee underneath the body, sitting with the forehead onto the knee, good arched spine. And then letting the knee drop back down to that tabletop. And again, belly dips down, gaze goes up. And then close our eyes. And see if you can experience the sensation. I surrender. I surrender my efforts. I surrender my faults. I surrender my worries. Beautiful, letting the hands tip back, top of the mat again, back into downward facing dog again. Back to crouching tiger again. Crouching tiger is crucial to nestle the navel in. And once the navel's in, see if you can execute that breath to feel strengthened core. Beautiful, sending the gaze forward. Let's step the toes to touch. And bring the hands into prayer, going up nice tall heights. Let's release the right arm, getting some lateral extension awaken. So tall heights, folding to the side, pulling the head slightly back so neck is in with a spinal alignment. Flowing with the breath, letting everything get warm, ready to play. Taking the bottom hand, letting it sweep back up to top hand, letting the left hand fall down. Remembering to gain height, space between the vertebrae. Folding over to the side, remembering to pull the head back so cervical stays with the spinal alignment. Beautiful, bottom hand transfers all the way back up. We dip back down to the edge of the earth. We take a nice drink of an inhale, halfway lift. A nice exhale, deep fold. We step back into the downward. We merge into the crouching. We know how important it is to roll our navel inside and to release a breath of execution of that core. We drop our knees, we slide our hands back to our thighs. We give a nice little lean back, a left shoulder to roll out, and then a right. Beautiful, tipping back down into our tabletop, letting the belly dip down, gaze moves up. The eyes straight to close. Let's see if we can tap into that sensation. I surrender. Can you feel yourself participating, the willingness to let some of it go? To just be in a cradle of faith? Even surrendering control? Beautiful, taking the curvature out of the spine, taking the right leg back long again, balancing out your hips side by side. Pressing so the arms become nice, long, and taut. Start to bend the foot back to the thigh. Letting it release back out again. Letting it travel to the thigh. Letting it release out again. Letting it move back to the thigh. Now letting it release out again. And let's see if we can start to lift our left hand up. Now take a good exhale, rolling your navel inside. Just hold. You're doing well. Taking the left hand down, taking the right knee back inside. Balancing out, walking the hands back forward, tucking the toes, taking it back to downward. Back to crouching tiger. Roll the navel inside. Let a breath move out. Letting the knees fall down, sliding the hands back to the thighs. Giving a gentle lean back, a roll of the left shoulder up. A roll of the right shoulder up. A tipping back forward, letting the belly dip down, gaze moves up. Close your eyes. Do you have a willingness there to surrender? Taking the curvature out of the spine, balancing onto the right knee, letting the left leg go out nice and long. Start to dip that hip so it comes down square to the right. You'll feel an extension in the arms. Bend the back foot towards the thigh. Let it go back out. Bringing it back to the thigh. Letting it go back out. Back to the thigh. Letting it go back out and then shift till you can lift your right hand. Execute a deep exhale into your navel space. Find traction as right hand goes forward, back, left leg is tugged back. Just breathe. Dipping the hand back down, dipping the knee back down, walk the hands back forward, let yourself go into a full Svanasana, downward facing dog. Nestling that navel into the inside edges of the spine, releasing the shoulders. Let's take a moment. How's your willingness? Can you find the sensation of surrendering? It's right there. Now sending the gaze forward, we're going to step the toes to touch. Beautiful, here we go. Inhale to hands prayer of tall house. Exhale back down to the edge of earth. Take your right leg, exhale it all the way back into that beautiful lunge. Let's pulse it one good time. Inhale. Exhale, melt it down. Good. Drop your back knee. Take your front foot, put it right back into tabletop. Kick your right leg back out nice, long, and straight. Roll the hip down, outstretch your left arm, pull it like it has traction, taking an inhale, taking an exhale. Now bend that knee back all the way. Now take the front arm, bend it slightly till you can see the palm. There you go. Taking that beautiful tiger pose, reaching out the arm and the leg again. Drop the hand, bring the knee in. Tuck your toes, take it right back up into downward facing dog. Take it right into crouching. Remember what's crucial here. Roll the navel deep and inside. Beautiful, sending the gaze forward. Let's step the toes to touch. You're doing well. Hands to prayer. Inhale up. Beautiful. Exhale back down to your verb. Take a little halfway lift. A yummy exhale, fold. Left foot goes all the way back. Let's pulse it a good time. Are you ready? Inhale it up. Exhale, melt it down. Good. Drop your back knee. Front foot goes to tabletop. Take the left leg, extend it out long. Square down your hips. Release out your right arm. Take an exhale to your navel space. Take your back foot, bend it towards your thigh. Now take the front hand, turn and bend the elbow so you can see the front of your palm. Good. Drop the hand down flush. Drop the knee. Walk the hands back forward. Take it back to downward. Bend both knees, crouching tiger. Roll the navel inside. Beautiful. Send the gaze forward. Step the toes to touch. Good. Hands into prayer. Inhale, tall heights. Beautiful. Exhale, back down. Take the right leg, seal it all the way back. Let's take a good pulse breath here. And exhale a little bit out. Good. Drop the back knee. Take the front one. Bring it back into your tabletop. Extend the right one back out long. Square the hips. Now this time, take the right leg. Bring it all the way over to the side. Flex the toes back towards the shin. Just breathe so you can get the leg to go a little higher. Now execute the navel to travel into your navel, into your belly line. You got that core? Nice taunt arms. Swing the leg behind you again. Bend it towards the thighs. Release out your left hand. Turn the palm so you can see it. You're doing well. Drop the hand, drop the knee, walk the hands forward. Here we go, downward. Let's make a crouching tiger. Are you ready? Take an inhale. Exhale, put your navel inside. Good. Send the gaze forward. Step the toes. Here we go, up tall heights. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, back down to edge of bird line. Take the left leg back. Let's pulse it a little bit high, a little bit low. Drop the back knee. Front foot comes into tabletop. Left leg is going out long. Square the hip. Now pull the left leg to the side. Pull the toes back to the shin. Raise the leg a little bit higher. Just breathe. Okay, good. Swing it back behind you. Bend the knee. Release out the right hand. See if you can bend the elbow, turn the palm so you can see it. Beautiful. Dropping the hand, dropping the knee. Walk the hands forward, back into downward. Good. Now this time we're going to go into high plank, spinning our elbows backwards. We're going to take a good inhale. Exhale, roll your navel in. A nice good inhale. Exhale, roll your navel in. Now we're going to go chaturanga, flush toward lat. Open the legs up nice and wide. Letting the hands transfer forward onto the elbow pose. And then we're going to do some navel rolls. So here we go. Navel rolls up. Navel goes down. Navel rolls up. And then the navel rolls down. Pull the gaze up. Close your eyes. How's your willingness? Can you surrender? Beautiful, letting the chest go all the way down. Slide the thumbs back under the breast line. Tuck the elbows in tight. Return the legs back on. Prepare and tuck the toes. Here we go. Inhale back to high plank. Downward. Sending the gaze back forward. Step the toes to touch. Good. Inhale all the way up. And this time, hands go right to prayer. Now we're just going to pick up our right knee. Just practice just holding it there. Good. Now we're going to send it far behind us into low lunge and catch ourselves. Good. We're going to pulse up and we're going to relax down. We're going to take it right to downward. Right into crouching. Pull the navel inside. Sending the gaze forward, stepping toes together again. Good. Hands go into prayer up high. Hands right to your heart line. Pick up your left knee. Hold it here. Now send it all the way back to low lunge. Catch yourself. Back into downward dog. Back to crouching tiger. Roll the navel inside. Good. Now both knees drop down. Slide the hands slightly back. Put your right leg out low. Square the hips. Bring the leg over to the side. Pull the toes back. You're doing well. See if you can raise it a little higher. Now swing it back behind you. Bend the knee. Release your left hand out. Turn the palm so you can see it. Beautiful. Drop the hand, drop the knee. Take the hands back forward. Take it back to downward dog. Good. Back to crouching tiger. Roll the navel inside. Dropping both knees straight down into tabletop. Kicking left leg all the way out low. Aim it towards the left side. Pull the toes back. See if you can raise the leg a little higher. Good. Sail it behind you. Kick the foot into a bent knee. Release the right arm. Turn the palm so you can see it. Pull the navel inside. Beautiful. Drop the hand. Drop the knee. Walk the hands forward. Take it back to downward. Now this time, take it into high plank. Spin your elbows backwards. I think we're ready. Full chaturanga. Upward dog. And downward. Good. Let's take a moment. Relax the shoulders. Roll the navel in. Can you find the sensation? Surrender. You'll feel the softness. Now send the gaze forward. Let the toes touch. Hands to prayer. Let's go up high. Now hands right back to the heart. Pulse. Okay, let's pick up the right knee. And this time, open it to the side. Just hang out there. See how you're doing. Could you let the leg go out low? We've been practicing that from tabletop. Just feel it. Now, can you sail it behind you? Catch yourself in the low lunge. Good. Can you take it back into downward, back to crouching tiger? Roll the navel inside. Dropping the knees, doing the same thing. Now stretch the right leg. See if you can pull it over to the side. Pull the toes back towards the shin line. Raise the leg a little higher. Send it behind you again. Bend the knee. Release up the left hand. Turn the palm so you can see it. Pull the navel inside. Beautiful. Dropping the hand, dropping the knee. Walk the hands forward. Let's take it back to downward. And this time, let's take it to high plank. Are you ready? Chaturanga. Upwards. Downward. Beautiful. Sending the gaze forward. Step the toes to touch. Good, inhale all the way tall. Then hands right to prayer. Simply just pick up your left knee, hold. Then open the knee to the side. Could you let the leg go out long? See if you can just hold it there. Good, now swing it behind you, catch yourself in that low lunge. Doing beautiful, take it back to downward. Back into crouching tiger. Take it in now. Exhale, pull that navel inside. Dropping both your knees down, take your left leg, let it go out long. See if you can pull it over to the side. Pull the toes back to the shins. Raise it a little higher. Now swing it back behind you, bend the knee. Release out your right arm, turn the palm to see it. Execute your core inside. Beautiful, dropping the hand, dropping the knee. Take the hands forward. Back up into downward. Now into high plank. Into full chaturanga. Full upward. And downward. Take a moment, close the eyes. Roll the navel inside. Feel that sensation, your willingness, fully to surrender. And send the gaze forward and let the toes touch. You're doing well, hands to prayer, go up tall. Hands right back to the heart line. And we're gonna pick up the knee, right knee. We're gonna open it, and we're gonna kick it out to the side. Now we're gonna start to tilt down and let the leg go behind us and see how we're doing. The hip can be open. I want you to practice dropping the hips so it becomes square. Dropping the hips and balance. Just hold it, you've got it. Feel the strength of the standing leg. Pull your navel slightly in to hold you. Good, now set the foot far back down, catch yourself. Beautiful, take it back into downward. Take it back to the crouching tiger. Take it in now. Roll the navel inside. Doing so well, knees drop down. Tabletop, right leg goes all the way up. Pull it over to the side, pull the toes back. Taunt out your arms, make them strong. Swing the leg back, bend the knee. Release the left hand and turn the palm to see the face. That's beautiful. Left hand goes down. So does right knee. Walking the hands all the way back forward. We go back all the way up. Are you ready? High plank. Chaturanga. Upward. Downward. Good. Send the gaze forward. Letting the toes touch. You've got this. Hands to prayer up high. Hands to hard line. We're going to pick up our left knee. We're going to hold it. You're doing well. Just keep it right there. See if you can pull it to the side. Now, what would happen if you outstretched the leg? Now, what would happen if you started to tilt and pivoted the leg behind you? Could you start dropping down your left hip? Bring holding. Pull your navel a little inside. Beautiful, touching the earth, catch yourself. Take it back to downward. You've been here. Good, drop both knees, tabletop. Left leg's going out long. Pull it over to the side. Return it back. Bend the knee. Release the right arm, palm to the face. Pull the navel inside. Beautiful, hand drops, then goes knee. The hands wall forward, toes top, downward facing dog. You've got this, high plank. Chaturanga. Upward. Downward. You're doing so beautiful. Gaze goes back forward, toes touch. Hands to prayer up high. Hands to heart. Here we go, pick up the right knee. Open it to the side. Kick the leg out long. You're doing well. Start to pivot. You're going all the way back. Now see if you can open up the arms. Dropping that right hip nice and square. Roll the navel inside. You're doing well. Takasana. Okay, now drop the foot straight back and turn the foot at an angle. Come back around with the front foot so we can go to separate leg stretch. Walking the chest all the way, long away from the body. Getting some nice releases. Beautiful. Bringing the hands back onto the mat. Take the front foot, turn the front foot, and walk the hands over toward the front foot. Get a nice halfway lift in the chest, pulling down. Getting some more length and releasing. Beautiful, pivoting the back foot, take it back into downward dog. Take it into crouching tiger. Do you remember how to roll your navel inside? How to drop the knees down flush into tabletop. Taking the right leg out long. Taking the right leg to the side. Bringing the right leg back around. Bending the knee, releasing the left arm, turn the palm, pull the navel inside. Beautiful, dropping the hand, drop the knee. Walk the hands forward, you're doing well. Tuck your toes. You're downward dog. High plank, a chaturanga, and upward, and a downward. Good, send the gaze forward, let's step the toes. Hands are gonna go right all the way up high, and then right to prayer. We've got this left knee picked up. Open the knee, outstretching the leg, and then making that tilt down and around to square out the hips. Opening the arms up wide, full Takasana. Take an exhale to that navel, it'll hold you. Now step far back, catch yourself. Turn the back foot at an angle. Then the front, go to separate leg stretch. Reach it all the way off the mat. Sinking the chest down. Walk the hands back. Take the front foot, pivot it. And see if you can just let the chest fall back down. Execute that navel rolling inside. Bringing the chest up. Pivoting that rear foot, taking it back into downwards. You've been here. You know how to find the crouching tiger, right? Roll the navel inside. Dropping both knees down flush, sliding into tabletop. Taking the left leg, letting it go out nice and long. Can you bring it over to the side? Can you raise a little higher? Can you float it back? Can you bend the knee? Can you release the right arm? Turn the palm to the face line and pull the core to the side. Letting the hand travel back down, letting the knee fold back as well. Walking the hands back, tips of the mat line, tucking and preparing the toe lines. Taking it to downward. Completing out both sides series, take it to high plank. Then to chaturanga low. Then to upward dog. Then to downward. You're doing so beautiful, sending the gaze back forward, step the toes, touch. Letting the hands return to prayer. Let's go up tall heights. Bring the hand try into hard line. Pick up the back, the right knee. Open it to the side. You're doing well. Outstretch the leg out long. See if you can give yourself a pivot. Start to drop the right hip and then outstretch the arm. You've got this. Exhale into your navel. Now step it far back. Go right into separate leg stretch. Turn the feet. You're doing well. Walk the hands off the mat line. Sinking the chest all the way down. Bringing the hands back onto the mat line. Turn the front foot so it pivots out. Good. Now take your left hand. Put it on your shin line. Right hand to your hip. Scoop the hip all the way under. Raise your right arm up high. Good. bring it back down to earth line. Pivot the back foot, you're doing so well. Take it back into downward facing dog. You know how to do the crouching tiger again? Exhale that navel deep inside. Knees are gonna fall down, slide hands to the tabletop. You got the right leg again going out nice and low. The right leg is gonna swing over to the side. It's getting easier and easier. See if you can reach it up higher, taunt more into the arms. Swing the leg behind you, bending the foot, releasing out the left arm. This is actually an advanced pose, but you're getting better and better at it. Turn the palm to the hand. Dropping the left hand down, dropping the knee back down. Walking the hands all the way forward, tucking the toes, taking it back to downward dog. You're doing so beautiful. Here we go to a high plank. Chaturanga, and upward, and a downward. Beautiful, gaze goes forward, step the toes to touch. You're doing so beautiful. Here we go, hands to prayer up, tall heights. Hands right to prayer. Are you ready? Left knee picks up. First, you just open it. Then you outstretch it. Then you start to lean down, and you start to pivot left hip down to the edge of the earth, and then outstretch the arm. See if you can pull your navel slightly in. Now we're going to step far, far back, and we're going to immediately pivot into the separate leg stretch. Walk the hands off, get lengthened spine. Chest falls down. Now I want you to just pause. How's your willingness right now to surrender? To solve. Beautiful, walking the hands back onto the mat. Turn that front foot back forward. Take your right hand onto your shin, left hand to your hips. Scoop your hip, raise your left hand high. Beautiful, Trikonasana. Now we're going to take the hand all the way down. We're going to pivot, take it back to downward. We know how to go to crouching. We know how important it is to roll our navel up and inside. Good, dropping the knees, slide the hands to the tabletop, outstretch our left leg out nice and long. Then we're going to swing the left leg to the side. We're going to swing it back. We're going to bend the knee. We're going to outstretch the right arm, turn the palm facing in. We're doing so well. Taking the hand down flush, dropping down to the knee. Here we go, walking forward, take it into downward. We know where we're heading. We're going to the high plank. We're taking a chaturanga, then an upward, and then a downward. Beautiful. Here we go, gaze forward. Step. You have found the rhythm. Let's just stay with it. Hands into prayer, going up to tall heights. Taking our hands back into prayer. Picking up our right knee. Trusting that we have found the rhythm, the ritual, the balance. Opening up the leg. Opening it up long. Making that pivot all the way around. Outstretching the arms. Feeling that Dakasana, that nice stability. We got it. Good. Stepping all the way back. Go right into pivot of the foot to the separate leg stretch. Take a nice halfway lift. A nice exhale, fold. Good. Taking the left foot, letting it pivot to top mat. Nice. Taking left hand on to shin, right to hip. Scooping the hip, raising the arm up nice and high. We're doing so beautiful. Now this time, take the top hand, reach it down. Start to bend your front knee and let that leg pick up. You've got an open hip now, down the sequence. Right hand up high. Dropping the hand back down, squaring out the hip, step far back. We've been through this sequence. We know what we're doing. Taking it into downward, taking it into crouching, pulling our navel inside, letting our knees fold down. Sliding hands to the tabletop. Outstretching our right leg out long. Letting it go out to the right side. Now this time I want you to reach your left hand out to the side. Now you're going to keep some good control. You're going to bring that knee, leg back long and straight, bend the knee, And then bring that hand back forward to see it. You're doing well. You've got control. Look at you go. Left hand goes down, both knees drop. Hands walk forward. Downward dog, doing so well. Completing it out, here we go, high plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Beautiful, now we got downward. We've got gaze moving forward, toes touching. Hands into prayer, up tall heights. Then right to hard line. Left knee picks up. Open the left. And see if you can let it go out long. Start to tilt, squaring out your hips. You've got the stability. You're doing it. Outstretch the arms long. Set the foot far back, catch yourself, turn right into separate leg stretch. Walk the hands off the mat. Sink the chest. Good. Walking the hands back onto the mat, turning the front foot so we can go right to Trikonasana. Hold on to the shin. Left hand goes to the hip. Open the hip, raise the left hand high. Beautiful, taking the hand, dipping it all the way back down. Can you bend your front knee? Letting it be an open hip, leg rise. An Ardha Chandrasana. Good. Start to drop the hands, square back out that hip. Step far back, you're doing so well. Take it back to downward. Do you know how to go to crouching? Do you know how to pull the navel deep and inside? Dropping the knees, sliding back to tabletop. Beautiful, here we go. Taking out the left leg out long. Now what if we brought the left leg out to the side, and then we brought the right arm out to the side? Now we're gonna lead the right arm, and we're gonna swing the left leg back, and then we're gonna bend that knee, and then we're bringing the arm back forward, palm to seat, towards face. You've got beautiful control in a very advanced pose. The hand's gonna travel down, the knee's gonna join. Walk the hands back forward. Take it in that final downward dog. Our final high plank. Our final chaturanga. And our final upward dog. Beautiful, take it into that downward. Nice, letting your knees travel all the way down, crossing the ankles in reverse. Letting tailbone fall. Bringing the feet back forward. Let the tailbone come to middle mat line. Our core is beautifully turned on, so float the feet. Give a nice tug and pull. You'll feel it, release the arms. So lower the feet a little bit, kick them out, hold. Good, bring the knees in. Drop your feet, hold the tops of your knees, get some nice lean. Let's try it one more time, floating our feet, holding behind our thighs, nice tall heights, crown of the head towards the high ceilings. Release the hands, drop the feet, kick them all the way out, just hold. Good, drop your feet from the tops of your knees, tug and pull. We're only gonna do it one more time. Are you ready? Here we go, float the feet. Give a nice tug and pull. Get tall heights with the crown towards the high ceiling. Release the hands, lower the feet. Here we go, last pull back. Good, drop the feet, hold the tops of your knees, get some nice tall leans. Now we're gonna take our left foot and we're gonna tug it right into the inside of our thigh line. Our right foot's just gonna come right where the knee is, not before it or after. We're gonna re-square out these hips. Then we're gonna take our right arm and we're gonna give a nice wrap. And if you're able to bring that full palm open like we've been practicing, dropping down that right arm as your second spine. See if you can look back to that straight hand. Abhasa Mudra. I shall have no fear. So looking at that palm, make it inhale. Exhale, look over the rear shoulder. Then what if you were to lean a little bit back, like you could surrender? Sensation, the willingness, a full surrender. Beautiful release. Taking the right foot, letting it tug right inside. And the left comes right at the knee, not forward, not behind it. And just kind of balance out your hips until you feel them both go flush down to the edge of earth. And then reaching your arm up, see the ability for your elbow to go right inside. With that palm open into Apasana Mudra. And dropping your left arm as your second spine. And looking at that open palm. I will surrender. I will have no fear, even if it's for just this asana. Taking a big inhale. Exhale, looking over your shoulder. Sensation of surrendering, leaning a little bit backwards. And then transferring back forward. As we release both of the feet, we're going to let our backs just roll down to the edge of the earth. As our feet find the edge of our mats, the ankles release to the corner lines. Letting the palms of the hands open to the sides of the body. Lifting the backs of your shoulders so that you can squeeze the scapulas. Dropping back down, bringing the chin towards the chest. And as the eyes close, how is your willingness to fully surrender? What if it was just for this moment? You surrendered the tensions. You surrendered the thoughts. You surrendered enough, fall into the breath. What if you surrendered about 3% more tension to the body? For divine's presence to truly offer its ultimate grace, we must have a willingness to surrender. To surrender our efforts, our thoughts, our control. To surrender our worries, our agendas, our tensions. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Filling your knees in towards your chest. Let go of a long out breath. And then a beautiful rock and roll into an upright sitting position. And then the hands back into prayer. Our willingness to surrender. Courage is the presence of divine. Reciting after I. Namaste. Om Shanti. 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 Ah. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much, Allison. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
If even me, I was balancing, believe it or not
How
falling.
about that?
Thanks,
That
Allison.
tiger pose is actually considered an advanced pose, but by the time we were doing it so many times, our body, finally
Right.
figured out how
Yeah,
to
that
go
felt
into
great.
It was great. That was
Yeah.
great.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, well, I miss you guys and love you. I hope you have a beautiful day, weekend. Weekends don't really exist anymore, do they?
No, it's all
We're all
the same. It's all the same. So,
Everything's the same.
yeah.
All right, love this and
All
love you
right.
guys.
Love you. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi,
Bye.
Harriet. It's Brenda.
Bye. Oh, wait. Hang on. Hi there.
Oh, hey.
Hey. How are
My
you?
yoga shirt on, 90 degrees.
Oh, look at you. You're awesome. There you
We've
go.
got to get a hold of Kathy and figure out. I don't think Kathy knows how to use computers. Kathy Simmons.
Has she been not on Zoom? I mean, I haven't heard her voice, and I've been so questioning because she's so dedicated.
Isn't she? She's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
my ultimate dedication. See, I'm gonna text her today and find out. I know she doesn't like computers and she doesn't like technology, but maybe if I walk her through it, I can help her
Right.
get on.
Yeah, because it's so awesome. I mean, I'm pretty dumb at I knew what I knew at my hospital computer systems, and that's all I knew.
Yeah,
But this
that's
is
easy
easy.
though. Once we
But
got it
this-
set up.
Yeah, this is so easy now.
Everybody's Zooming these days.
Yeah.
Everybody's zooming.
My
Everybody
family, we've
Have
been
y'all
Zooming.
zoomed dinner parties? Have y'all done a dinner party?
Oh, we Zoomed our Passover Seder. We
Yeah.
Zoomed, we really Zoomed a Seder. We truly did it. It was awesome. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
So-
did too. My
Cocktail
sister.
parties, but mostly with the business, something to do, but we all had a cocktail.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. We're
Yeah.
going to Zoom a happy hour with friends in Florida tomorrow night. We have a 5:30.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I'm going to do that next week with friends.
well,
Yeah.
and I appreciate this so much because I'm alone all day. My husband's at the hospital. So it's just me and the English Mastiff, and my 12 o'clock CNN date with Cuomo, to hear something real.
Yeah.
I have a 12 o'clock date with Andrew Cuomo, but
Yeah.
other than that, that's it. So
I'm with you. I miss so much just to
I
get out
know.
into the world.
I know, so true.
So true.
All
All
right.
right. Well,
Good
love
to
y'all
see you.
bunches.
Take care. Have a
You
good
too.
weekend. Okay,
Thanks,
see you soon.
Allison.
Bye,
Be
y'all.
well. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Brenda.